Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Let's Play Raincloud with me, Klaus Endomere. So, you may notice something weird in the background, namely that I've got a lot of villagers, and by a lot I mean a lot. And I've only just switched this breeder off because I had a platform up here that was like the sort of the faux village, and yeah, these guys have been breeding like crazy. They're stuck. They're so, yeah, it's so hard to get these guys out of here. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I mean, in the past you could just like push a minecart into this area that I've set up, and it would just bounce off, pick someone up, and then pull them back out again. Nope, hasn't happened in this case. Anyway, so just over here where the track ends, I've actually built like a little holding area for these guys. As you can see, a lot of these cells were being used. And yeah, I've unlocked some of the trades. I know this one's for glowstone. I know some people on the server may need glowstone. Some people, like here we have an iron farm, so honestly, I'm just going to be using this to probably get emeralds as well. And the farmer, I'm probably going to use the wheat farm or the potato farm or whatever for the breeder. And yeah, so these guys are all great. And I'm gonna be looking into, because I've been looking into a new setup for breeding and putting them into cells, so you can decide to keep them or not. And yeah, anyway, that's kind of what's been happening here. And yeah, that's these two little farms here have been set up to keep with these guys. But I'll tell you the truth, I accidentally threw in maybe 14 stacks of potatoes and like 10 stacks of carrots, and that was from the 5 villagers that I had here before. I don't know what's happened, just like population boom or something, and it just went boom, and then I've killed a lot of them inside as well. It's a terrible thing. Anyway, so we'll be this episode we'll be doing something a little bit different. And if you notice, because last episode it wasn't really an episode, it was a subscriber special, and we hit a milestone. We have a Never Star up there, and it should be up there somewhere, but it's not showing right now. And we had the little prank from Block. So this episode, I'll take this down, take these down, take that down, take that one over there down, and we'll probably be doing something like a little fix-up work, because there are a lot of things that I need to do. And basically, there we go, right there. There are a lot of things I need to do, and I haven't gotten round to doing them. And you see, I've gotten a new, I would say mod, but it's not mod. It's a resource pack that allows me to see into water. The grass is really green for some reason. Anyway, you can see now it's clear as day in the middle of the night. It's clear as day. It's down there, but you know, like before, I couldn't see it. So yeah, that's no longer an issue. So I might actually go looking again for whatever Block has put out there, because, you know, I want to. So yeah. Also, there's a bit of news about this ice castle that I'm building. So as you may notice, the ice castle has sort of expanded. I've done some more framework and stuff, but I've decided that the ice castle isn't it's not suited for what I wanted to build at first. What I envisioned wasn't gonna really come true of what I was building. So what I'm planning to do is, because we've gotten some new people on the server and stuff like that, and I've extended the invitation to them, I'm actually changing this area into sort of like a museum of sorts. So I will, people can come around, build something that they can be remembered by. And yeah, this will be great. So we've got our little area for all our gifts and stuff. I've already got like a chest full of gifts that I've gotten and stuff like that. Yeah. So today, most of my time will be spent at least cleaning this area up. And I've actually decided, because I was kind of on the wall here, because I wanted to put a big tree, like a big giant custom tree, and sort of it overlooked over, it sort of leaned over there, and it was like vines everywhere and stuff like that, and just have like a ruined bit of the wall. But what I'm planning to do is Well, I'll unveil it as we go, because this area is all gonna start changing, and yeah. So I'm gonna start by tearing these green cubes down. I will be keeping one of them for my museum because it's a great prank, and I will also be keeping one of the gold armor stands up there for a previous good prank from Omni Slabs. I'll be taking this down. I'll be taking the mini farm down. Sadly, I'll be taking this the ice golem guy down because he's kind of out of place here, and he's also precariously close to the lava. So I'll be taking him down, and I'll be taking some of these bits down, and I'll probably be setting up a new villager breeder with the new cells and stuff. So yeah, I'll be doing all of that, and I will see you guys in a second. Also, oh, I think that's one of the lowest. I don't know if it's the lower or the lowest. I might take you out of there and replace you with someone else. Mainly because he accidentally got in there. Because like in here there was like this little area, if you can see, it actually tunnels all the way over. So I just used this area to stop zombies from getting in, but it hasn't really worked, and I've put a piece of glass there now. So yeah. And the little baby villagers just kind of like burst out there and just went everywhere. I don't know where they are, and we had, I think it wasn't CDR, it was Kagame, that's it. Kagame came to visit like a couple of days ago. Well, I say a couple of days ago, this was probably quite a while ago. And I was just like, oh, could you help me clean up the baby villagers? And presumably he's killed most of them, or they've kind of jumped to their doom. Anyway, so yeah, we'll be building a lot of that, and I will see you guys in a second because there's a lot of stuff to do. So, taking down riddle number 2 has, it was a bit more detrimental than, say, the other ones. Mainly because they were on slabs and they were a bit more resistant. Yeah, it's a lot more damage than I thought. Yeah. But it should be okay. Demolition has its demolition perks. You know, blowing stuff up with TNT. That's all good. Alright, I'm gonna fix this up and we're gonna move on. Okay, so several episodes ago, I started on the entranceway to this purple block farm, and I introduced a design that I thought would be a little inspirational, I guess, because at the time I was a bit inspired by Japan and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I thought it'll be a good interest. So I finally gotten around to doing it, and I realized something. These corners don't match up. Yeah, the rows are fine because I use the lanterns in this way, but the corners just didn't match up. And there was another problem. This was the other problem. Somewhere along the line, instead of doing, I did 5 on this side and then 4 on this side. So, yeah. Anyway, so this bit has a bit. I'm gonna decide to do this bit as the entranceway, and we'll probably put the blast furnace in here somewhere, and we might create like something on this side, maybe a little sort of Zen garden type deal or whatever, or we might just seal it up with like a mural or something like that. But yeah, so yeah, that's what we're gonna decide to do with, and I'm probably just gonna wing this area because we've already seen the design for the sort of walkway. I've got the materials over there, dug a bit out more of this tunnel out. So these two access ways will be sealed, and honestly, I'm probably just gonna bring the lever for the water to this side over here where the chest is, and yeah. So there was a little problem here, and I let's just say I didn't leave clear instructions to how to do. Really? Okay, this is okay. This is bloody ridiculous now. Okay, anyway, so I didn't. Apparently, nobody saw the video, so nobody knows how to use this farm. But yeah, it's not great. So what's happened is someone who hasn't seen the video has come along and has essentially tried to work this farm in a way that it wasn't meant to be worked. And as you saw before, there was calamity everywhere. And yeah, it's stupid, it's a little petty, but it's kind of something very, very small. And it's very easily fixed if you just know how to use this thing. Also, it's probably not the best thing on the planet, and it should be it should be reworked, but right now it does what it does. So I'm gonna do a bit more of the entranceway, and we will get back to when I'm freestyling the corners, and when I'm doing the entranceway to the mural. To the blast furnace, because that's something. You know what? This is kind of nice. You see the massive Enderman over there. But yeah, so I'm just gonna I'll bring you guys back in because we've already seen the design for the walls already. The only difference is I'm just gonna freestyle the corners, and then we're gonna do the entranceway, which I sort of have a design for, but it's kind of weird. So it's a design that was built for 2 sections of the wall, basically. Well, actually, not 2 sections of the wall. It was built for 1 section of the wall. So 1 stump to sort of the neck, 1 stump to that stump. So it was 2 sections of the wall. But because that area is bigger than 2 sections, we might be doing something else, and they could go with a completely different design. And I've got to decide what I'm gonna do with this corner because the stumps go all the way up. It covers it, but andesite is revealed on that corner. Anyway, I'll get to work and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so we're back, and I've done a little bit of extra terraforming here as well. As you can see, the grass is starting to spread a little bit more, and it's honestly, it's just basically me putting dirt everywhere. As in, it's not really supposed to be making a shape, but it's not supposed to look natural, mainly because, well, you've carved the whole chunk of it out. Like, let's face it, you've carved a substantial chunk of the land out, and to remake it to look natural is gonna look, it's still gonna look really out of place, mainly because there's still this doorway deal here. And yeah, so we've done the whole bit, and I've covered it in dirt, and I've done it so the dirt kind of cascades down over the side, so it just looks like it's part of the deal. And yeah, I've done this path to resemble the andesite path over there, but as you guys who have been watching me for a while may notice, there's a little change here, and it's not too much. Like, I've been taught to, especially in Minecraft, to break things up to create a bit of depth in everything you make. So if you look down here, as you can see it's like a progressive wall because the logs break it up on the side. And obviously you see the stairs on the in the middle, and I've done it in this way because the view from this side is much better. Well, obviously you can sort of see the Enderman as well, but like here, it's not like a solid piece on the side. You can still see this diorite there, and the bricks just, it brings the walls together-ish. And you may notice I'm using the end rods here as light. I'm not liking the stairs going down, mainly because there's the end rods poking out like this, and it doesn't create like a support beam as what I wanted them to look like. So it's a little disappointing in that respect, but honestly, looking at it, it's okay. It's not bad. I mean, it's not great. I'm not going to claim it's great. It's not. But it's not bad. And just looking at it, obviously those chests will go away. But yeah, so I did say, this is like the third take already, and I did say I was going to freestyle this area, but I decided against it, and simply because I did try to do something fancy here, like a mural as I was going to do over here, but there was just simply not enough space. And I wanted to just come in here and just open it up a little, and you have to turn right here. This is sort of like a solid wall, this is a solid wall, and I'm not sure if this subtlety comes across, but a lot of the time, especially people who drive, if something catches your eye in the corner of your vision, you tend to look. And I'm sure a lot of video gamers who have extensive setups also do this, Twitch reactions and stuff. But like, if you come down here, the andesite and the diorite doesn't pop as much as this block over here. So if you walk here, it pops, you look, and that's where you're going. Yeah, it's a little subtlety that doesn't work all the time in Minecraft, but again, if you're running down here and you're like, oh, which way do I go? Because it opens up both sides, boom, you look, and you're gone. So it's one of those things. And this is the area that I've opened up for this doorway into the blast furnace. And this side I'm going to do sort of like a pushback feel over here. So just a dark oak on the floor, and then something that resembles maybe a little garden, something like that on this side. Anyway, it's a little different, and on this side it's much of the same again. It's very monotonous as you walk down, but honestly I think I've done somewhat. An attempt has been made to incorporate granite, and there are buildings where you use granite to accentuate stuff, but granite here is the main piece, and it's not overbearing. It's not in your face, just looking like this. It's not like that. It's not really in your face at the moment, and yeah, it's pretty much done. And yeah, I was looking at some of the recording times, and this episode is running a bit longer than I'd like it to. So this mural here and the furnace entrance I will design in another episode. So this is pretty much finished, and over here obviously I've got to push this bit back. And the weirdest thing is, I don't understand where I went wrong, but somehow this section isn't the same as that section. Like, this length isn't the same as that length, And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I spaced it out right, but apparently not. So again, there must have been miscounting like in that first corridor. But yeah, so you can look down here, and yeah, the granite on the roof is a bit more. It's displayed a bit more prominently here instead of here, where it's the sort of the support structures kind of look like it breaks it up a little. So as you're walking up here, you can see it a bit more, and then here is just like one great slab. Yeah, so I'm gonna do exactly the same here, but it's a 3x4 instead of 4x4, which it doesn't make sense, no. But anyway, much of the same into the farm, and honestly, the farm is good. It's operational, not optimal, but also I found a really weird thing over here. When I said this bit doesn't feel right, every this where the iron bars are here, you can walk under them and up onto the steps, so you can walk on this side, in the middle. Here, no, you get stuck on either side. And I'm like, that's okay. Went back, looked at it. These are all the same space. This wasn't. So I'm like, push it back, won't line up here. If I push it forward, won't line up there. I'm like, it's a little dilemma. So I just kind of left it. So yeah, here you just can't. You gotta walk in the middle. But obviously the chests here and the crafting table will be gone. Again with these little accents on the side. You see it, turn, that kind of deal. But yeah, I'm gonna finish that mural there, and we're gonna leave it here for today. So I know this is sort of being like a fixy, cleany kind of episode, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. And it's something a little different. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now. There's a zombie here somewhere. I suspect it's under the tree farm, because there's a hollow bit under the tree farm. Anyway, yeah, this whole landscape's probably littered with them. I tried to, I don't even know what I'm trying to make here. I'm not great at landscaping, and I'm not even using a texture pack. It's all weird. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.